Okay. So open your mind and picture the scene. It's the Health and Wellbeing Workshop in sunny Wood Green. Fat ones, thin ones, clever ones, thick ones, black ones, white ones, some looking shite ones, some like green ones, some in between ones, some looking nice ones, some dead mean ones. Shadows in the system, in among the black bins, Protestants and Muslims, atheists and pilgrims. Not a pot to piss in, not about to give in, and don't think of us as victims. God, I don't mean to be another doubting Thomas, but from where I'm standing, there's not a lot of promise. Hey you, yes you over there, lazing about in that rusty wheelchair. What's preventing your enjoyment of gainful paid employment? Well, ma'am, I can see you mean well, but my legs don't work. I have hepatitis C, hepatitis D, and if it existed, I'd have hepatitis Z. Had some dirty habits a few years back, and never been quite the same since my feet turned black. For my new co-workers, tongues might wag if I had to ask politely if they'd help me change my bag. A lot to ask of someone who might not be here tomorrow. I realise I'm sliding down a slippery slope, but I've got used to living with very little hope. And it's just an everyday scene at the Health and Wellbeing Workshop in sunny Wood Green. And the young lady over there, with the very heavy makeup and dyed red hair, you wouldn't be quite such a hopeless slob if you could get yourself a decent job. In fact, you could be all the rage with a 0-hour contract on the minimum wage. Well, ma'am, the reason I've no work is not much of a mystery. Got no teeth, can't read, and a criminal history. Can't cook, can't count, can't sit on a tractor. All the hopes are pinned on me winning X Factor. I got a steady boyfriend, he's from Soweto. He says I got brains like mashed potato. When I start thinking about my bills, I just watch daytime telly with my secret stash of pills. I live in Wood Green, but I dream of Brazil. It's just an everyday scene at the Health and Wellbeing Workshop in sunny Wood Green. And the young lad over there, you look rather cool. Can't have been that long ago that you were in school. Imagine if you were employed and active. I'm sure that all the ladies would consider you attractive. Maybe if they all realised I was the David Tennant lookalike, it would be a lot easier for me. The voice rings in his head. David Tennant, where are you? Look for him. He is the man. Sorry. Totally goes through. Well, I couldn't hack a job if I gave it on a plate. If they gave it on a plate, largely on account of my fragile mental state. On a good day it's neurosis, on a bad day it's psychosis with hypnosis, cirrhosis and even deep brain thrombosis. And I mustn't forget to mention I get blackout dog depression. And it's a relevant fact, I'm on a fairly heavy section of the Mental Health Act. Rather unfortunately it has to be said, got fired from my last job when I punched my old boss in a gob. It had something to do with the change in the seasons. It was a bad day for us both, but for very different reasons. It's just an everyday scene at the Health and Wellbeing Workshop in sunny Wood Green. An old lady over there, in a pink plastic chair. Please tell your friend Bob that waiting here for God is not a proper job. I can tell you got food on the front of your sweater. But with a 0-hour contract, your life could be much better. Well, I hope you don't mind me saying that I find you rather rude. I'm feeling pretty shitty and I got issues with food. Well, I did 0 hours and I had 0 powers. Shit job today and no job tomorrow. It kills me from inside like all my hope just died. So I stumble through, hour by hour. Never set foot in no ivory tower. With my kind of life, you're in two minds when you pick up a knife. Mum's gone off again with her prescription medication and her tattoo fascination. So tell me, does fulfillment really lurk in the world of low paid Workers, shirkers, two smoke gurkers, boozers, losers, cruisers and snoozers. Some real keen ones, some real mean ones, lost ones, found ones, some unsound ones. Some quite hateful, some dead grateful, some postnatal, one gone rotten, one dot cotton, one implosion going through the motions. So we all move on. It's another day gone. And this is what we've seen on life's trampoline at Her Majesty's Job Centre in sunny Wood Green.